M0FXB, welcome to my channel, Yaesu FTM500 VHF UHF C4FM radio with GPS, Bluetooth and APRS. So let's just go through like a beginner's guide here. So you've just turned on the radio. Normally the first thing you will see is the call sign come up. When you see that come up, I'll just go to it using the menu. Function menu is press this button here, that's your function button. Scroll down to 121 and you'll see your call sign at the bottom there. If you push it, you can change it. So if you go along, you can backspace here or forward space. You can delete if you want. And you can even add 4 characters at the end after putting a slash. So select 1, 2, 3. Go to the slash. And then I could put in, I'll just put in 500 for now, for FTM500. And then hold the function button. And it's now M0FXB500. That's not your APRS call sign. That's a separate thing that you have to do in the APRS settings. Hold down function. Go down to at the top here we've got headings. You can use the bottom knob underneath the function, the bottom right knob, to quickly cycle through the different headings here. So we look for APRS. Once you get there, then with the top function knob, that's that number 76 turns on the APRS modem. Eventually you'll find one that gives you the call sign and you enter it in exactly the same way. Where is it? There it is, 93. Press it and there you are, but this time you do need a number. Okay, so your call sign's in, your APRS call sign's in as well. Now first thing is to know the difference between VFO mode and memory mode. So there's a V here and an M. VFO means you can select frequencies. They're not memory channels. And in VFO mode you can change band by tapping here on the screen, or you can use the DX button on top, the red DX, to change it. FM is what most of us would normally use. DN is a digital mode. You can have VW as well. You have to select that in the menu to have that. If there's a line, it means that AMS is turned on, which means it will switch over to FM if it receives an FM signal. But if you tap it, look, the line will disappear and now it's locked into DN. Okay. If you'd like to select the B band here, you use the SDX button, the double arrow button here, 2 arrows. You could put A and B here. If you press it, it will bring the frequency at the bottom up rather than just move you down below. So you're always controlling and transmitting on the top band. We can change the frequency with the large VFO on the A band, but at the moment we can change the bottom frequency with the bottom right knob here. You see that. Another way you can change frequency is you can hold your finger on the screen. You have to hold it a bit longer. There is a back button here to the right of the VFO. Let's press and hold again. There you are. And now we can put in frequency. And you can do that for both the A band and the B band, which does receive C4FM. We'll go around the buttons. See this? It's a sellotape here. That's actually my SD card. If you look there, it says SD at the top. See if we can focus that a bit better. If I take it out, gentle push. and it just comes out this way round. There is a whole menu dedicated to SD card. Just a gentle push. And it's back in. It does need setting up. I recommend you format it in your PC first and then format it in the radio. To format it, it's quite straightforward. You just hold down function button, scroll right down, or you can use the quick way. Look for SD card. (107, 108 and 109 there. Scroll to format and then push format, turn to the left and then click OK, it will format it. Or you can back up everything that's on the radio by going back to backup, press it, the function button, and you can go right to CD, or you can read from the CD, but that's for another video. But we will write just to make sure we'll select it again, all again, turn to the left, click OK. It's going to save everything on our radio now, including our call signs. Okay, we use the back button and start going around some of these buttons. So the bottom one, bottom left, is, if I get a bit brighter here, is volume. You see a red line here, and the volume up and down. If you press it, you get the squelch, and it does time out. It's exactly the same for the top. Volume, press, squelch. If you've got a lot of background noise, the squelch, you can turn that up, and that will remove that for you. First one on top is the group mode button. If you press that, you enter this group mode where it's pulsing to other stations on the same frequency, and it will actually do it even if you're on a hotspot. Hotspot is an item that connects you to the internet. Tend to look like this, and they have a small screen. They effectively connect you to the internet and then to the C4FM system, which is what this radio uses. They're reasonably inexpensive, and it's like having a repeater at your own home, so it opens up the whole world for you. And they're called MMDVM hotspots. In group mode, if stations are speaking, they will start to appear on this screen.
Bravo on the San Francisco Bay, how copy?
Alpha, Bravo 6, Mike Alpha. Alpha, Bravo 6, Alpha, this is Oscar, November 6.
You can see we're in there now, and there is location tracking available as well, but that again is a separate video. We'll hit the bottom function, hit the log, and in this section you could send voice which is recorded voice messages, text messages and photographs. Okay, we're back out of that for now. You can see we've got some nice activity there using my hotspot. It sounds great, and it will receive that. And at the same time you could go to your B section, your sub band, by pressing the two arrows. And you could put a frequency in here.
3.875.
And you would receive it at the same time, even if it's digital or analog. And you can hear it on the B section.
Where it is, this is all, I'm working very
That's my digital signal.
This is first, I think,
On the A section,
We'll join you.
my analog
I
node.
guess you'll end up with
from
a
there,
might well throw some wood in the van.
And you can receive them both. Let's move on to the next button, the DX button. Again, it can work with a repeater, but I recommend a hotspot. When you hit the DX button, you'll be able to link to that hotspot and change to different C4FM and YSF rooms, which is very handy. So you don't need an internet further than the range of your own room, and you'll be able to contact the whole world with thousands of connections. You can do it using an SCU56 cable. using the Wires X PDN system. Looks like this, and the cable looks like this. The cable plugs into the back of the unit, just underneath the power cable. It's about, I'm pretty sure it's a 10-pin cable. And the other end plugs into your computer, which is USB. You've then got the SDX button, which is like a preamp button. Let's just turn up, find a weaker signal. Hold down.
Get back on the side, you then
4, 5, 0, 0.
We're just on FM. See the line? It means it will stay in FM. If we tap it, or tap the DX button, and so the line allows it to switch to digital mode. No line locks it into FM, and we can turn the frequency. See if anyone's about. And if we found a station that was weak, which we haven't, we could press the SDX button. You get a white light here, and it brings in the signal. It'll be clearer for you. Then we've got the scope, which is the DISP button here. You've got a selection for the scope. That I'm pretty sure that's classed as wide. Again, if there was activity, it would appear with a yellow line. Also, you can actually tap, and it will put a second frequency on the B section, the subsection at the same time, which is quite good. You've also got PMG mode, which I've made a separate video on, but I'll just show it you. Press PMG. You preset these different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can move through them manually, or if you hold, you can flick to auto, and then when it actually puts it on the B section. And to come out of PMG, you just press PMG. To store something in PMG, when you're on the frequency, it's come out completely from the scope. You just hold down PMG, like so, and it will put it. If you press PMG again now, it's put it in the 5th position, and all the frequencies are there stored at the bottom. And to remove it, if you're on position 5, just hold down the back, and it's now removed it, and now you've got room to add another one, or you can select a different one to change. So it's quite straightforward. That's PMG mode. Got your on-off button and lock. Let's push it once for lock, push it again to unlock. You've got your, obviously that's your main function button here. On off there, function. The nice thing is you have got a microphone connector here, 6-pin microphone connector, and on the base unit. When you're in VFO mode, you can scroll through the bands here. Or if you're on a memory channel, let's go to memory. We hold down the band button. It will put it there in VFO mode where you can change it. Now I'll show you how to store a memory. Now you do have to set if you're going to set for a repeater, hold down your function button. Go to 25, quicker with the bottom scroll. Then you've got your automatic repeater shift, it says auto here, that will add the shifts for you automatically. If you need to add one, go to 26, press it. Well, it's already shown that you're in auto anyway. Press it and then you can select. Let's turn it off. That's what we'll do is, there it is there. If you turn, look, plus and minus. Auto. Then you need to select a tone. We've got a 77 tone there, so you need to turn your tone on. Hold down the function again. Go to menu 45 now. You can add the squelch type, so push the function. At the bottom it says tone encode. Turn the function to select the one you want. Encode is the one we tend to use. The tone squelch will encode on receive as well. But encode, then press. Then go down to 46 with the function knob. Push it and then select the tone frequency, which commonly is 77 or 94.8. And then back out of that. And you've got everything set now. You've got your shift, your tone. It will all show on screen. Let's just double check that I did actually put my shift in. Which was 20, going back there with the function. I think we want a plus shift. There you go, there's a plus one there. Back out. And it shows the plus there. So you've got everything you need. And to store it in memory, nice and easy, hold down the VM button. And then see the way you've got an empty channel. You could go over a channel by scrolling up one. Go to the empty channel and hold down VM. Just put it in there. Now go back to memory mode by pressing VFO memory. It will go to it. Hold down VM again. Go up to that memory channel. Press the function and you can now turn the function knob to right. Or go down one to edit. Turn 2 clicks till you get to tag. Press the function. Type the name. Just put B for now. Hold it again. The function. It puts it in, then you can confirm it. Click OK. And then OK again. You've now got a memory channel. Back out, press back. And you can scroll through your memories with the large VFO. Another very nice feature of the radio is you've got a built-in speaker in the head unit. Also, I've just used just an RJ45 here that I paid £3 for to separate the whole head unit, and it means you can take this anywhere you like and you can put it on a stand. Lots of options. So overall, I think that'll get you started. It's a lovely set. I think if you're going to buy your first C4 FM radio, you know, mobile or car radio, this is, I know it's a bit pricey, it is, but you get the best one. It's touchscreen as well, full APRS. You can change the colours on the screen. I'll just show you how to change the power actually. Hold down the function, go to number 8, TX power, and then you've got mid, high and low. You can also change the screen, the frequency. It's red at the moment. Hold down function. Oh yeah, the band scope earlier I mentioned about wide and narrow. That's number 4. Frequency color is number 3. Press function. Go to blue now. There you are. Another feature I like is if you hold down function, go to number 7 is display mode. We just put backtrack for now. And we haven't got a lock, but when you've got a GPS lock, you can still display the frequency at the top. If you can change with the large VFO in memory or VFO. But you can select different screens. Let's do that again. Display mode. Let's do GPS. In this screen, you've actually got dual band. So with the double arrows, you can go up and down. You can still change modes. We just need a GPS lock. But the best way to look at the main functions, hold down the function button, turn, and then you can just scroll down through. Got display, TX, RX, memories, configurations, audio. It's probably where you'll find your AESS settings. Signaling like tones, scan, digital, group mode. Data, APRS, SD card, and on and on. I mean, it's a feature-packed radio. A lot of the features have been around for years, but in this one, they've got them all there. So I do think you'll like this radio, and you will be pleased you've purchased it. Bye for now, 7.3, and well done to Yaesu for bringing out a fantastic transceiver. 7.3, all the best.